I'm gonna talk about the how to presentation well. Have you ever thought of how to presentation well? If you had either success or failed. Actually, doing presentation is so hard to us, so I prepared 7 tips about presentation for you. First is too boring trainer. Many trainers are simply too boring. Your audience will not get full benefit from a boring trainer. How can we define boring? Boring is trainer who has no passion. If a trainer cannot excite and inspire, an audience also cannot listen carefully. Therefore, the first key to faster learning through training is to get or be a trainer who truly excites his or her audience. Learning fast is not possible without passion. Second is too repetitive. A lot of training is simply too repetitive. The standard formula in almost any training or teaching looks like this. Audience listens and the audience has to write something down, and the audience listens and the audience has to write something down and repeat. One of the keys to faster learning is to provide an environment where people can learn in multiple ways. That's why it is a must to make your training interest and vary the ways the audience can learn. 3. No buzzer. There's a famous phrase, one picture says more than 1,000 words. What it means is that saying something one time is far more important than if somebody told you about it in 1,000 words. Research shows that many people learn best through seeing pictures and image and movies than through any other technique. Why don't we include more exciting visual and movies in our training? To help your audience understand and remember more of what you say, you need to include pictures and movies in your training. Number 4 is too much information. If you type in the word business into online Google, you will get millions and millions information. Enough information to read for the rest of your life. If you type in the law in the Google, you get even more. Information is not the answer to great training that brings real-world results. Again, if I wanted, I could kill you with information with one click. Information is not the key. In terms of information, less is more. The less information you use during your workshop, the more easily people will be able to remember most of what you train. Number 5 is know our leader purpose for the audience. Most trainers know exactly why their training is important for their audience. The problem is that their audience doesn't know that. At least they don't know how the training relates directly to them because the trainer never tells them. The key is to tell your audience clearly and how they can personally benefit from your training. Once they see that, they will have far higher motivation and learn much faster. Oh, yeah. And then last is no fun. Let's face it, teaching in school is boring. And then most business training is more than boring. The word seminar is equal to a headache to a lot of people because they had such bad experience while attending seminars. It does not have to be like that. The more fun we have during trainer, the faster we learn. It's that simple. What's not that simple is how to create the fun during our training. Just to give you one example to increase fun, include games and fun exercise in your training. Research has shown not only that we learn fastest when we have fun, but that this fun can be highly increased through providing educational games that train the audience the skills they are supposed to learn. Yeah. Now, you know the 7 greatest training mistakes. The key to effective learning is, of course, to do the exact opposite. So 1 is be a passionate trainer. 2 is include variety. And then 3 is high audience participation. And then 4 is lots of visual. And 5 is simple information. And 6 is clear purpose and benefits for your audience. Last is fun. Yeah. Thank you for listening.